This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by CustomFit360.
You have probably heard it before: no pain, no gain, man up, lift hard, sore today, strong tomorrow. All expressions about weightlifting, right? Well, they're catchy, but they may not serve as a good way to invite older folks to the gym to strength train.
Truth is, they don't really apply to those of us who like to lift for fitness. In fact, there are a lot of myths and misconceptions of strength training as we age. It's a subject we wanted to bring up to Erik Schreiber. He is the owner of CustomFit360. Erik, always good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that strength training is just for the young and fit.
Yeah, and that's one of the first things that I was going to bring up, is that people often think that strength training is reserved for those who are younger, but in reality, it's even more important for us to strength train as we age, for functionality, for bone density, and things of that nature. It's not just reserved for those of us who are younger.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of benefits as you age.
Enormous benefits for strength training. Not more so than cardio. I think you should do them both together, but strength training helps with overall functionality.
Yeah.
It helps increase bone density. It actually has neurological benefits for, which is important for as we age.
Right.
Now, again, that's all relative to your current capabilities.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm going to do and what you're going to do and what she's going to do are all going to look different. You do have to work hard or challenge yourself in order for adaptation to take place, but in no way, shape, or form should you subscribe to the no pain, no gain. The way we look at things is, if you're in pain, you can't train, and then you don't get any benefit.
Yeah.
So we don't want to strain, but we want to challenge ourselves.
Sure, sure. So how would someone approach weight training?
When you're first starting off, just start with body weight exercises, right? Sort of assess your current capabilities, figure out what you can do, especially those with arthritis and things like that. You still want to do strength training, because actually strength training can help reduce pain and increase function and stability and strength of the joint, but you want to train through ranges of motion that you're currently capable of, get stronger through those ranges, and then expand. Right? So even with people who have arthritis, I have relatively severe arthritis in my right knee, but I work on mobility and I do strength train through full ranges of motion in order to decrease the pain.
So you're saying that as we age, even if we didn't strength train when we were young, we still can?
100%. Absolutely.
Okay.
You've got to get with someone who knows what they're doing, can watch your form and your biomechanics to make sure that you're not doing anything unsafe. I often see people trying to do silly stuff because of what they read and what they think they're supposed to do.
Right.
But my first recommendation is to start slow. Find somebody who is a qualified fitness professional to help guide you through, and then take things on your own.
I've heard people say, I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to bulk up.
Oh yeah, no. That is another huge misconception, that lifting weights makes you bulky. But the harsh reality is that it doesn't. It's what we consume in conjunction with weight training is what makes you bulky, not strength training itself. Strength training will actually tone you up and help you lose fat.
Okay, so then we move into CustomFit360 and how you help us do that.
Yeah, so I mean, you come in, we do what we call a first workout to kind of see where you are, if there's any movement patterns that we need to optimize, and then we just create a program that's specific to where you are, what your limitations are, and what you want to do.
And when you go to CustomFit360, I imagine you go in there and you do what you're prescribed to do.
Correct.
And nobody's looking at you, and
No.
nobody's judging.
No, everybody's on their own journey. We're all at different places, and it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, you're going to get supported by me, by the other clients, by the other staff, and we'll all be there to help guide everyone through their journey.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
all about.
it's fun.
Erik Schreiber, CustomFit360. Always good to see you.
Good
Thank
talking
you.
to you.